So welcome back once again. In last video we have discussed theory relating to the determination of residency status of various type of assessees. So today we are going to solve the practical questions on determination of residency status of individual. Okay, so first of all I am going to read the first question. So Mr. Manikant left India for the first time to England on 10/11/2019. He left India for the first time to England on 10/11/2019. So then determine his residency status for the assessment year 2020-2021. So in this problem, on which date he left India? 10/11/2019. So then on the basis of this one, we must determine his residency status for the assessment year 2020-2021, because for our study the assessment year is 2020-2021. Okay, so first of all you take down the heading, that is determination of residency status for the assessment year 2020-2021. So then below that, that is the very important one, we must write down the previous year. So that is the previous year is 2019-2020. So then it starts on 1/4/2019, ends on 31/3/2020. It means you take the period of previous year, that is 1/4/2019 to 31/3/2020, because we must count the number of days he stayed in India during the previous year between 1/4/2019 to 31/3/2020. That is the very important one. Okay, so first of all you take down on which date he left India, 10/11/2019. You take down. He went to England on 10/11/2019. So he left India on 10/11/2019. So then during the previous year, from which date to which date he stayed in India? During the previous year, he stayed in India from 1/4/2019 to 10/11/2019, because beginning of the previous year is 1/4/2019. So take one. He stayed in India during 2019-2020. So from 1/4/2019 to 10/11/2019 for, so it means during the previous year 2019-2020 he stayed in India from 1/4/2019 to 10/11/2019 for, so next you count the number of days he stayed in India during the previous year. So then 1/4/2019 means it comes April 30, May 31, June 30, July 31, August 31, September 30, October 31. So then November, during November how many days he stayed in India? For only 10 days, because he left India on 10/11/2019. You take on 10 days. 10 days total, it comes 224 days. So take on 224 days. It means during the previous year he stayed in India for 224 days. So next you go through the basic condition. First basic condition. So what is the first basic condition? In order to satisfy the first basic condition, he must stay in India for 182 days or more during the previous year. So in this problem, during the previous year, how many days he stayed in India? 224 days. It means he satisfies the first basic condition. As he satisfies the first basic condition, we need not to go through the second basic condition. So therefore, he satisfies first basic condition. First basic condition. So as he satisfies the first basic condition, he become resident. Just you remember, as he satisfies the first basic condition, he is resident. So next, in order to determine his actual residency status, we must go through the subsequent conditions. So let's take on second one, subsequent conditions. Subsequent conditions. Subsequent conditions. So there are two subsequent conditions are there. He must satisfy both the subsequent conditions. What is the first subsequent condition? The first subsequent condition is that he must be resident in India in 2 out of 10 previous years immediately preceding to the previous year. It means before our previous year 2019-2020, whatever 10 previous year comes, preceding previous year comes, out of those 10 previous years he must be resident in India in at least 2 previous year. But actually in this problem he was resident in India 10 out of 10 previous year, because he left India for the first time on 10/11/2019. It means he satisfied the first subsequent condition. Then second subsequent condition. Second subsequent condition says that he must stay in India for 730 days during 7 previous years immediately preceding to the previous year. It means before our previous year, whatever preceding immediately preceding 7 previous year comes, in those 7 previous years in aggregate he must stay in India for 730 days. Actually he was in India for 730 days because he was in India before 2019-2020. It means he satisfies second subsequent condition also. So it means finally we can say that in this problem he satisfies the first basic condition and both the subsequent conditions. So his residency status is resident and ordinary resident, or you can write resident only, or you can write ordinary resident only. So finally you take down, he satisfies both the subsequent conditions, He satisfies both the subsequent conditions. So therefore his residency status for the assessment year 2020, 2021 is resident and ordinary resident. Resident and ordinary resident. So instead of writing resident and ordinary resident, you can write resident only, or you can write ordinary resident also. So actually, only one thing you must remember: counting of days of his stay in India during the previous year is very important one. So while working the practical problems, you must supply all the detailed information relating to the problem. Okay, we go through the next question. Second question is that Mr. Akash went to America on 10/9/2019 for the first time. He went to America for the first time on 10/9/2019. So then he returned to India after 31/3/2020. It means he has returned to India but after 31/3/2020. So then determine his residency status for the assessment year 2020-2021. Okay, first you take one. Solution. Take one. Determination of residency status for the assessment year 2020-2021. So once again you take on the previous year. So take on previous year 2019-2020, which starts on 1/4/2019, ends on 31st/3/2020. Okay, so then you read the question. So on which date he went to America? 10/9/2019. Here it is. He went to America on 10/9/2019. So then on which date he has returned to India? He has returned to India after 31st/3/2020. After 31st/3/2020 means, so the ending date of the previous year 2019-2020 is 31st/3/2020. As he returned to India after 31st/3/2020, you need not to consider this date. Okay, once again you count the number of his stay in India during the previous year. So during the previous year 2019-2020, he stayed in India from 1/4/2019 to 10/9/2019. Because our previous year starts on 1/4/2018, he went to America on 10/9/2019. It means during the previous year he stayed in India from 1/4/2019 to 10/9/2019 for once again you count the days. First one, April 30 days, May 31 days, June 30 days, July 31 days, August 31 days. So then September is very important one. On which date he left India? 10/9/2019. It means during the month of September he stayed in India for only 10 days. So September 10 days. So you count the days. Comes 3 100. Okay, 163 days. 163 days. Okay. For 163 days. So it means during the previous year he stayed in India for 163 days. Next we go through the basic condition. So first one, basic conditions. Basic conditions. So you go through the first basic condition. First basic condition says that he must be in India for 182 days or more during the previous year. So for how many days he stayed in India during the previous year? 163 days. It means he does not satisfy the first basic condition, because to satisfy the first basic condition he must stay in India for 182 days. As he does not satisfy the first basic condition, we must go through the second basic condition. So what is the second basic condition says? According to second basic condition, during the previous year he must stay in India for 60 days. In addition to this, he must stay in India for 365 days during 4 previous years immediately preceding to the previous year. This is very important one. To satisfy the second basic condition, he must stay in India for 60 days. In addition to this, he must stay in India for 365 days during 4 previous years immediately preceding to the previous year. So let's see what happens here. For how many days he stayed in India? 163 days. It means he is in India for more than 60 days. So next, second, another one point is there. We must see whether he stayed in India for 365 days during 4 previous years immediately preceding to the previous year. What is the previous year is there? 2019, 2020. So preceding to their previous year, 4 previous year. 4 previous years means 18, 19, 17, 18, 16, 17, then 15, 16. Total 4 previous year comes. During these 4 previous years, he must stay in India for at least 365 days. So he was in India for 365 days because out of 4 previous years, in all the previous years, he was in India for 365 days. It means he satisfied the second basic condition. So he is resident. Okay, just you remember he is resident. First you write he satisfied the second basic condition. So take on. He satisfies second basic condition. Second basic condition. So next you go through the subsequent conditions. Second one. Subsequent conditions. Subsequent conditions. So first subsequent condition say that he must be resident in India in 2 out of 10 previous years immediately. He must be resident in India in 2 out of 10 previous years immediately preceding to the previous year. Whatever 10 previous year comes before the previous year 2019 2020, he must be resident in India in at least 2 previous years. But actually in this problem he was resident in India for all the 10 years because he was in India before the previous year 2019-2020. It means he satisfied the first subsequent condition. So then second subsequent condition, according to second subsequent conditions, he must be in India for 730 days during 7 previous years immediately preceding to the previous year. It means before the previous year 2019-2020, whatever 7 immediate preceding previous year comes, out of those 7 previous years, in aggregate he must be in India for 730 days. He was in India for more than 730 days during 7 previous years immediately preceding to the previous year because he left India for the first time during the previous year 2019-2020. Before 2019-2020 he was always in India. It means he satisfied the second subsequent condition also. So finally we can give one conclusion. So before that one you write on. He satisfies both the subsequent conditions. He satisfies both the subsequent conditions. So then you give the conclusion, that is the final decision is very important one here. So you know here he satisfies second basic condition. And both the subsequent conditions. He satisfies second basic condition and both the subsequent conditions. Therefore his residency status residency status is, so as he satisfies the second basic condition on both the subsequent condition, once again his residency status will be resident and ordinary resident. So now resident and ordinary resident. Resident and ordinary resident. So once again I will remind you, you can write resident and ordinary resident or resident or ordinarily resident. Both will give the same meaning. So actually it is about the second problem. So where he does not satisfy the first basic condition but satisfy the second basic condition. So then you must determine the residency status. So by counting the days very carefully. Okay, thank you very much.